Not free-flowing, well, not after the first half hour anyway. But England kicked off the Euro 2024 campaign with a 1-0 victory over Serbia, and that was the main thing. Jude Bellingham's 13th minute goal was enough for the 3 points. Second half, really sloppy as we conceded territory and threatened to concede a goal more than once. Up next for Southgate's side, Denmark on Thursday. The England boss was asked after last night's win where he thinks they need to improve.
I think we need to conserve energy better in the first half. You know, we made an incredible number of runs and played with great emotion, but I think we took a lot out of ourselves in that first half. And physically, we have had players miss a lot of football, not have 90 minutes for a while. So that's something we've got to consider when we're making the changes that we had to make and making sure that the squad is in a good place. But they'll be better for the game. I think there's always huge emotion with a game, first game of a tournament, but also a game like today where the opponent are aggressive as well. But they've dealt with it really, really well.
Look, we're going to be positive as we can during the course of it. I've got to pick Gareth Southgate up on that, Gabby. What the heck does he mean when he says we need to conserve energy? It wasn't like it was a hot night in Germany. It wasn't played at a breakneck speed. Why would you need to conserve energy in the first half?
What he should be saying is we need to show the same levels of energy in the second half that we did in the first half.
Correct.
That's what a top manager would say. Stop making excuses for the players. Like you're acting like every player was like running bigger distances than normal. No, it didn't seem like that game to me. I feel like Bellingham was everywhere. Other players like Foden, and Kane had 2 touches in the first half. Conserve energy. Stop with these like negative thoughts. Come on.
2 touches in the first half. What was the fewest touches you ever had in a half as a striker?
I get hammered now by fans. I had 9 touches in my first half against Tottenham Hotspur away. Couldn't get the ball to me, Jeff. I was making runs, great runs. They couldn't find me. But 2 touches for Harry Kane. He must be coming off at half-time thinking, guys, come on. I need to get involved in the game. It wasn't even that sort of game where you would think Harry Kane couldn't come off deep. He likes to come off deep and get involved. He wasn't really doing that, was he? It was very odd, and Harry Kane needs to do more, Jeff. I'm his biggest fan. Obviously, he's the man to watch for England in this tournament, but yesterday he didn't look fit. He didn't look 100% fit for me, and he's got to do a lot better, mate.
Well, you named him as the key player for England in this tournament yesterday, and I don't think many people would disagree with that, although they might now. I think a few are saying Jude Bellingham.
Yes.
Look, talkSPORT's voice of live football, Adrian Durham, was in Gelsenkirchen, and he was not impressed with what he saw.
I think that second half performance from England is why there are so many doubts among the England faithful about Gareth Southgate's ability to get the job done and win England a trophy. We basically handed over control of the game to Serbia. Why on earth did we do that? Then there's a trickle of substitutions. Rather than decisive substitutions, it was a trickle, a little drip here and there of substitutions, which robbed him of the chance of making more substitutions, left us in danger when Trippier went down. I think that a lot of people will look at that second half and point at Gareth Southgate, and I can understand why they do that. Can you understand that?
Well, I'll tell you what, during the course of the match, the argument about Gareth Southgate is he's reactive, not proactive. 55 minutes, I'm texting my son back in England saying that he has to get Trent Alexander-Arnold and Phil Foden off the pitch now because we're not going to get maximum points out of this. But, of course, that didn't happen.
Yes.
I mean, is Aid right about Gareth?
100%. We were saying it watching the game, wasn't we? We were saying you can make a sub when you're winning.
Yeah.
Top managers make subs when he's not working, when you're winning. Don't wait till the opposition score, then you panic and say, right, then Gordon, Watkins, get ready, come on. It wasn't working, Foden wasn't performing. 55 minutes, don't be scared. Yes, he got player of the season, doesn't matter. This is England, we've got so many good players. Gordon, on you go, 55 minutes, start running at pace to these fullbacks. Also, Harry Kane. Can Harry Kane not be subbed? It was crying out for someone to run in behind, Watkins or Tony, but especially Watkins with his pace. Get him on the field. Harry Kane, not 100% fit, doesn't have to play every minute of every game. So, like he says there, 100%, he has to make these changes earlier on.
Jude Bellingham, brilliant in the first half hour in particular, has urged people to look at the positives from their performance yesterday. After the match, the Real Madrid midfielder said there's always a negative theme around England games in the media and amongst fans.
I don't agree with that. I think first half shows why we can score goals against any team, and the second half shows why we can keep a clean sheet against any team. I think obviously commonly with the team there's a negative theme around all our games, sometimes rightly so, but I think in this case you take the positives from the fact that okay, maybe we had to hold on at times and suffer a little bit, but we kept a clean sheet, and when you keep a clean sheet all you have to do is score one goal to win the game, and yeah, it's 3 points. I think this team's still so new, gelling together with every game, so yeah, I think inside the change room we'll be happy with that. Of course there will be negatives that we want to kind of rub out, but overall I'm pleased with that performance.
I mean, Jude is a wonderful player, he's a wonderful talker as well. He's got a great future ahead of him, but a negative feel from media and amongst fans, so that's everyone then. We were amongst the fans yesterday, Gabby, and you could see that negativity in the second half, but that's down to the team,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it was, Jeff. It was we were the same. It was a set of fans that you didn't really hear sing in the second half because they wasn't being entertained. We were sitting back. We wasn't getting players forward. First half, you couldn't hear the Serbian fans. The England fans were loud. Everyone's getting entertained, and like you says, Jude's going to be our star player this tournament. 20 years old. He's done outstanding so far, but no, everyone's not always negative. If we'd done reports, every media outlet at half-time, it would have been just positives.
Of course it would.
But we've got to look at the whole game, and when you haven't won a trophy since 1966, you're rightly so allowed to be a bit negative when the team are not performing in the second half.
03717223344. We'll take your calls this morning. Do you agree with Adrian that last night shows why England won't win anything under Gareth Southgate? Should we be more positive like Jude Bellingham says we should? Give us a call. Up next, the papers are raving about Bellingham's performance. We'll hear what they're saying, plus how Eric Ten Hag's extended stay at Old Trafford really came about, and it involves Ibiza.
Was ist das? talkSPORT?